I made a lyric video with twice the amount of music that would normally fit in Pico-8, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can do that and more. So Pico-8 has different sections of memory that are allocated for different purposes. You've got sprite sheet, the map, sprite flags, music, patterns, and sound effects. But it's all just ones and zeros, so you can use it for whatever purpose you want. So you could, for example, write some music in the music editor, then copy that over into the sprite sheet. Now your sprite sheet looks like a garbled mess, but if you were to move that back into the music section, it would play just fine. And in the meantime, you've got your music data stored in the sprite sheet, and you have the music section now free to write a whole nother section of music. So between the sprite sheet, the map, sprite flags, there are enough room for 2 full extra sections of music besides what's already there. In my project that I did, I needed the sprite sheet for the actual video I was making, so I could only use the map and the sprite flags, and just between the two of those, there's not quite enough room for one full section of music. There's a few sound effects off the end that there's just not room for in that amount of memory, so I just made sure that those sound effects are the same between both sections, and then when those sound effects didn't get overwritten, it still played just fine. I found a good workflow for making these kind of cartridges is to have one root cartridge that has all the different sections in the correct parts of memory, and then have separate satellite cartridges for each section of music, so you can write it in the music editor and the sound effects editor, and then you can copy it using the CStore function from that satellite cartridge into the root cartridge into the correct spot in memory. Be careful using CStore because it overwrites data in the target cartridge and can't be undone. So that's why I recommend having separate cartridges. That way you'll never lose information that you can't get back if you overwrite the wrong section. So once you have all of these sections of music copied into your root cartridge, how do you play them all at once? Well, you use the stat function, specifically stat24, returns the current music pattern ID being played, and if it returns a -1, that means there's no music being played, meaning the song got over with. So you can have your program constantly checking stat24, and as soon as it turns to -1, immediately load the next section of music and start playing from the beginning, and that will seamlessly transition from one section to the next. So that's how it's done. If you'd like to listen to the song I made, it's a cover of Mirror by Porter Robinson. It's on my itch.io page. There's a link in the description if you'd like to listen to it. But that's all I got, so I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and thanks for watching.